everyone, I'm Jerry, but you all know me as Miss Metal. This page is dedicated to things I really care about, like the outdoors. And since we all share that love of nature, I wanted to introduce a good friend of mine who's making a big difference in the world. His name is Scott Zimmerman, and he founded a nonprofit of volunteer drone pilots called AirFlare. Come on in, Scott.
Hi. Thanks for having me, Jerry.
Yeah, thank you for coming all the way out to Ramsey. Well, we became good friends at work when we started welding together, and as you all know, I'm a welder full-time, so that's how we got our connection, and then we started talking more and learning that we have very similar interests.
Yeah, that's how we know each other.
Yes.
We're both welders.
Yes.
And she's better than me. But I want to thank you for bringing me out here. I really appreciate the opportunity to tell your followers about some of the stuff that I'm into.
Oh, absolutely. And thank you for coming out and being willing to share this with everybody, because I know that they all have the same passions and it could be really useful to many of them.
Do you have any questions about the drone?
How exactly does it work?
It flies fast and really high. Do you have any specific questions? They designed these drones just for making really nice videos.
Okay. But
we discovered like 6 years ago that these machines can actually be used to save people's lives.
Right, right.
The reason why I'm here talking to you today is because a lot of your followers are like the outdoorsy type, big time.
Of course.
And as a result, we established a partnership with a California startup, and they call themselves AirFlare.
Very fitting.
We got the flares and the bears hooked up, and what AirFlare does is they developed an app for your phone that turns your smartphone into a rescue beacon.
Right, right. So no matter where you are, they can find you.
Yeah, and you don't have to carry any extra gear with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's all very, very simple. And all you have to do is go to airflare.com and download the app. It runs in the background of your phone. It doesn't take any extra battery or anything like that. And you don't have to do anything. You just basically sign up, give them some basic contact information, and then you're part of their network. And it runs off your GPS signal. So as long as your phone is like working,
right,
people can find you in case you get hurt or you get lost.
And how do they know when you need to be found? What's the initial reaction to somebody being lost? How do they get that signal and know to find you?
It's usually their friends or family. They're like, hey, where's so-and-so? He's supposed to be back by now.
Right.
And so what they can do is they can go to the online portal and they type in his phone number, and then that person's phone will get a push notification. It'll get like a text message. And they'll say, hey, people are looking for you. Are you okay?
Right.
And you have 20 seconds to respond to that. If you don't respond, then it picks up the GPS signal from your phone and it lets them know where you are.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah, so he doesn't need, if he he crashed on a snowmobile or something and he can't answer, they can still find him.
Yeah, right.
Well, what if they're not part of the AirFlare network? That's where AirFlare comes in.
Okay.
Okay, so here's a situation where your loved one, your friend is out missing. They don't have the AirFlare app.
Right.
So we get called by our network partner, AirFlare, and again, we have a missing person, but they're not part of the network. So we have 2 of these for the States, and this is a cell phone detector.
Really?
And what we do is we mount this to our drone, okay? And the way that it works is that, let's say the person who's missing liked to go to Starbucks for coffee and use their Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So he's got Starbucks Wi-Fi on his phone.
Right.
And if his friends and family know that he goes to Starbucks, all we have to know is the name of a Wi-Fi signal that his phone has used in the past. Whether it be his own personal Wi-Fi or like Starbucks or something like, probably we should get money for Starbucks for this, I'm thinking. Some coffee shop. But yeah, we will program this to pretend it to be the coffee shop
Okay.
that he goes to.
To see if his phone connects to it
Exactly.
at any time?
As we're flying around,
Okay.
if his phone, which is on, hopefully, it'll sense this, and the phone will say, "Oh, I'm at the coffee shop. I'm going to connect to their Wi-Fi."
Right.
And when that happens, this gets a ping,
Oh, wow.
and then we can locate him through that.
That's awesome.
It is.
That is so cool.
It is super awesome.
Mhm.
And so that's why we've done this whole partnership between the AirBear and the AirFlares, because AirFlare has the same mentality that we do. We're trying to use emerging technologies to help save lives.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm so impressed with the work that you guys do and all the things that you're trying to improve to make it better for
Well,
people
thanks.
and finding people.
Yeah, and that's why we're here talking with you today, because all your followers, like I said, they'd like to go do a lot of stuff outdoors,
Yeah.
especially the snowmobilers.
Yes.
So this is going to come out for Snowmobile Safety Week next week in Minnesota. Yeah, snowmobiling is one of the few things that we can do this year
Yep.
and
yep.
still be COVID safe.
Exactly. And so many people are trying to get out there and enjoy it, but
Yeah.
that also comes with risks, and having this extra technology and a backup plan for those people is really beneficial.
Yep. Yep.
Very helpful.
Have you ever flown a drone?
No. I
No?
haven't.
Do you want to?
I don't know if you want me to.
Why?
I might crash your drone.
Oh, you always crash drones. You always. That's why. That's one of the things that AirBears does. Is we will
Okay.
go out and we will help you learn how to fly drones.
That's super cool.
The strength of the AirBears organization is in its membership. So the more people we have on our team, the more chance there's going to be somebody close by to offer help when it's needed.
That's a very good point.
Yeah. So if you got a drone for Christmas and it still flies, that's really good for you. That means you're becoming a good pilot. And when you get comfortable with your skills, if you want to volunteer to be an AirBear member, it's free to join. We give you a really cool exclusive t-shirt. Just go to airbears.org and you can sign up and you can be on this team that is, really making a difference.
So once again, I'd like to say thank you to Scott Zimmerman for coming out here to talk to us about his nonprofit called AirBears and their new app, AirFlare. So for all my friends and followers, don't forget to download that app so you can stay safe while you're out enjoying outdoor activities this year. And if you're interested in learning more information about this nonprofit or becoming a volunteer yourself, please check out their website. And don't forget to follow my page to keep updated about new events and news and what might be happening next. So thank you for listening and watching, and we'll talk to you guys soon.